Welcome to the BrainyX channel. In this video, we are going to solve linear equations. A linear equation is an equation in which the highest power of the variable is 1. Now remember that when no exponent is written, x means x to the power of 1. And when we solve an equation, our goal is to get the variable on its own. So the most important rule is that whatever we do to the one side of the equation, we must also do to the other side. And that will keep the equation balanced. Let me show it to you step by step. For our first example, we have this very basic linear equation. Now the reason why I say that this is an equation is because we have this equal sign. Now the question says solve for x. That means we have to get all the x terms on the one side of the equation and all the other terms on the other side. And to do that, we first have to remove all the brackets. So we will be multiplying this 4 into this bracket, and we will multiply this 2 into this bracket. So let me show you how we're going to do this. Okay, let's start on the left-hand side where we're going to multiply this 4 into this bracket. So 4 times x is 4x, and 4 times positive 3 is positive 12. Okay, so the left-hand side is done. Let's do the right-hand side. We've got this 2, and I'm going to multiply it into the bracket. I'm going to distribute it into the bracket. So 2 times x is 2x. And 2 times positive 7 is positive 14. And we are going to copy this 6 as well. Now that I've removed all the brackets, I can move all my x terms to the one side of the equation and all the other terms to the other side of the equation. Now on my right hand side, I see I have a 2x. It is a positive 2x. What we need to do is to do the inverse operation. And what you do on the one side, you have to do on the other side. Now because this is a positive 2x, I have to subtract 2x on this side. And what we do on the one side, like I said, we have to do on the other side. So we will subtract 2x from the left-hand side. And in the left-hand side, I've got this positive 12. And to do the inverse, I have to subtract 12. On the left-hand side, that means I have to subtract 12 on this side as well. So we have 4x minus 2x. Now these two cancel because we've got this plus 12 and we subtract 12, we get 0. Now here on the right hand side, these two cancel. So what are we left with? We've got 14 minus 6 minus 12. Now let's combine all the like terms. We've got x and x, they are like terms, so I can combine them. 4x minus 2x is 2x. And I equal. So let's combine the right-hand side. We've got 14 minus 6. That gives us 8. And 8 minus 12 is negative 4. Let's have a look at the x on the left-hand side. Is it by itself? No, it's not. This x is multiplied by 2. It actually says 2 times x. So we have to get rid of the 2's to get the x on its own. Now, what is the inverse operation of multiplication? The inverse is dividing. So we have to divide this 2x by 2 to get it on its own. And what you do on the one side, you have to do on the other side. So 2 divided by 2 gives us 1, so we'll only have 1x. And negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. Now the x is on its own. That means this is your final answer. Example 2 is also a fairly basic example. There might be a catch for some students because some students add these two numbers and then they multiply it into the bracket. So what they do is they add 9 plus 2 and then they want to distribute it into the bracket. But be careful. The Bodmer's rule says that we have to deal with the brackets first. So that means we have to distribute this 2 into the bracket first before we do any plus or minus operations. And the same with this 4. I have to distribute it into the bracket first before I do any other plus or minus operations. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this 9 down. I can't do anything with this at the moment. We are first going to distribute this 2 into the bracket. But be careful. This positive sign applies to the 2. So it is positive 2 times by 7, and that gives us positive 14. And positive 2 times negative x is negative 2x. Now the left-hand side is done for now. Let's move on to the right-hand side. I've got a positive 4 times by a positive 2x, and that gives us positive 8x. And then positive 4 times by negative 3 is negative 12. And then I can just copy that negative 3x down. Now that I've removed all the brackets, I'm going to move all the variables to the one side and all the other terms to the other side. But let's combine all the like terms on each side first. So on my left-hand side, I've got 9 plus 14. That gives us 23 minus 2x. And on the right-hand side, we've got this 8x minus 3x. That will give us 5x minus 12. Now it's easier to see what we are going to move. Now the next step can be done in two ways, and I'm going to show you both ways. The first method that I'm going to use is to move the x to the left-hand side. And what will happen is we will end up with a negative x on the left-hand side. So we've got this positive 5x, and I'm going to subtract 5x. That means I have to subtract 5x on this side as well. And here we have this positive 23 that I want to move to the right-hand side. So I need to subtract 23 from this side and subtract 23 from that side. So that will leave us with negative 2x minus 5x, and that will be equal to negative 12 minus 23. Now it's time to combine all the like terms, and that will give us negative 7x. And on the right-hand side, we've got negative 12, and I subtract another 23. That gives us negative 35. Now let's have a look at the x on the left-hand side. Now this x is being multiplied by negative 7, so the inverse is dividing by negative 7. I'm dividing by negative 7 because a negative 7 divided by negative 7 will give us 1. So what we do on the one side, we have to do on the other side. And that leaves us with x equals 5. Now let me show you the other way or the other method. Let me just copy this step because it's from this step that we did the other method. So it's 2x equals 5x minus 12. I still need to get all my x's on the one side and all my other terms on the other side. Now have a look. On the right hand side we have a positive 5x and on the left hand side a negative 2x. When we moved this x to the left hand side we ended up with a negative x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and keep my variable positive so that I don't have to deal with any negative signs at the end. And as you can see, if I bring this 2 over to this side, I will end up with a positive x. So that means if I add 2x on this side, I have to add 2x on this side. And I have to get rid of this negative 12. And to do that, I have to add 12 on this side and add 12 on this side. All right, so this will give us 23 plus 12, and on this side, 5x plus 2x. Now let's add all the like terms. 23 plus 12 is 35 equals 7x. Now remember, this is 7 multiplied by x, so I have to divide by 7 to get rid of this 7 on the right-hand side. And what I do on the one side, I have to do on the other side. 35 divided by 7 is 5 equals x. Doesn't matter if you write it x equals 5 or 5 equals x. So I showed you this to show you it doesn't matter if you move your x terms to the left-hand side of the equation or the right-hand side of the equation. If you do your workings properly, then you will end up with the exact same answer. The only difference is that sometimes you will end up with a negative x, and you have to remember to divide by a negative sign. And when you divide by the negative, you have to divide by a negative on the other side as well. So that is just something that you have to keep in mind. Let's do one more example for this video. Again, this is a linear equation. And what we need to do first is to get rid of the brackets. And how do we do that? Yes, we have to multiply this coefficient, this 4, into every term that is inside the bracket. And the same with this coefficient, we have to multiply it into the bracket, and the same with this one and this one. So let's do that first. I'm going to start with 4 times 2x. That gives us 8x. 4 times by negative 3 is negative 12. Next up we have this negative 5. Be careful, this negative sign applies to this coefficient in front of the bracket. So it's negative 5 times 3 gives us negative 15. And negative 5 times negative x is positive 5x. All right, the left-hand side is done. Let's do the right-hand side. We've got positive 3 times by 2x gives us positive 6x. And this positive 3 times positive 4 is positive 12. Again, we have this negative 2. The negative sign applies to the 2. So negative 2 times by x is negative 2x. And negative 2 times positive 6 is negative 12. I'm going to combine the like terms on each side first so that it is easier to see which terms I need to move. That means I'm going to combine 8x plus 5x. That gives us 13x. And negative 12, and I subtract another 15, is negative 27 or minus 27. And on the right-hand side, we've got 6x minus this 2x. That gives us 4x. And plus 12 minus 12 is 0, so I don't write anything down. Now it's time to move all the x terms to the one side and all the other terms to the other side. So again, I have two choices that I can make. If I move this 4x to this side, I'm going to end up with a positive x, but then I have to move this 27 to this side. And if I decide to move this x to this side, I'm going to end up with a negative x, but then I don't have to move this negative 27. So it doesn't matter which method you choose, as long as you do it correctly, you will end up with the same answer. But because I don't like to work with negative variables, I'm going to move this x to this side. And then I'll have to move this 27 to this side. Okay, so I've got this positive 4x. So I have to subtract 4x on this side. That means I have to subtract 4x on this side. And I've got this negative 27. I have to add 27. And on this side, I have to add 27. So let's do that. I've got 13x minus 4x equals, these two cancel, so I've got 27 on this side. Now let's subtract. I've got 13x minus 4x gives us 9x, and that equals to 27. But I'm not done yet, because this x is being multiplied by 9. And to get rid of that 9, I have to do the inverse operation. That means I have to divide by 9. And what I do on the one side, I have to do on the other side. So that leaves us with x equals 3, because 27 divided by 9 is 3. And that is the final answer.